You know, people say I'm pretty cool, you know? I mean, just look at me. And the thing is, with so much AI stuff happening, how can I stay unique, right? People are like, oh, I'm gonna make up the blog using AI and I'm gonna make a script using AI. It's not you. It's not you. It's not your brand. It's not you in the way that you are, okay? You think I get this cool by writing a script with ChatGPT? No, I get this cool by being me, okay? Authentically me. There is no in between. I am just authentic in me. And that's what happens when you use your own intuition. But what if you did want to use AI and augment it in a way that allows it to let you be you? Well, lucky for you, Text Cortex has you covered. So you can create a virtual twin, okay? Text Cortex is a really cool AI software that allows you to make individual customer personas. This works for companies or individuals that are working on brand personas. But for my purposes, I'm gonna give it some juice to make it like me. Because let's be real, if you've been a part of this fandom, do I have fans? If you've been a part of this journey with me of reviewing apps for a while, then you'll know what I am like. And if I go to customizations here and add an individual persona, I can create my own individual persona. So I could upload a persona picture and we can add a persona name, Dimitri Snarky. And then here, you're just gonna write a background section of who you are. What I'm gonna put here is, for me, I write a few words to remember what this persona is about. And where do you wanna use this persona? Yeah, YouTube and social media. Make this persona public, I wanna keep it private, I'm me. So I can uncheck that. Make this persona available to your team is definitely something that I would recommend because you're gonna wanna make sure that this is usable across your team. So I'm not gonna write all the copy for my social media. I ain't got that kind of time. I'm an influencer. What do you think this video is sponsored? I was reached out to. And yeah, I was told this is a cool app, but I think for myself, hence the whole persona. Add your first running example below. So what you can do here is snag something, right? So I actually wrote an ebook before, so I can snag a lot of different things. I just snag stuff from the ebook. Or if I wanted to, another great way is, since I've already talked so much on social media, what I can do is I could go into something like YouTube and I could go to some videos that I think are funny. Just grab a couple of these ones that have my general tone pretty ironed out. If I put this in here, get your writing style results, just do that a couple times. I know my grammar's gonna be pretty bad because it's a transcription, don't get me wrong. You can see frustrated, skeptical, cautious, inquisitive. This is very accurate as to how I am, okay? So this is gonna be the active voice, yep. And I could edit the persona and add more text samples, but by pressing save, you can see there's Dimitri Snarky here, and you could set this as the default AI persona. And you'll see it even figures out the reading ease, the sentence length, and the voice in general, whether it be active or passive. So now, if I go into XenoChat, what I can do is, using the persona, add your own persona, Dimitri Snarky, set as default AI persona. Hello there, I am Dimitri Snarky. How can I help you today? Write me a short and simple, but effective set of tweets for various productivity tips. 5 in total, please. I like being nice to the AI, okay? Now you'll notice here that this did create those different tweets, and it wasn't some basic ChatGPT like, oh, here are the top 5 things. No, it was short and to the point, and it even utilized app references in here, which is pretty important considering I'm a productivity app user, and I pointed that out to the persona, so it acknowledged it, thank God. From a model standpoint, this is using Text Cortex's model of Sophos 2. You can use GPT-4 and utilize that as well. And you can even turn on search, or you can create a knowledge base, which is something that I'm gonna show you in another video. Or you can add general URLs. Say what I wanted to do was actually change this web search to something like YouTube. You could jot this in here and you'll notice that it will tweak this a bit. And if I wanted to grab a blog of my own or a newsletter of my own, I absolutely could do that too. Now, after the different chats that I've made, by the way, you can create a new one over here and all of your chats will be aggregated on this side of the XenoChat. And say, for example, I wanted to write a short article. Write a short article on the top 3 productivity apps to try out in 2023. And it would be based off of YouTube here, using my good old fashioned snarky tone. And it would even pull from the different sources. So for example, if I click on this guy, look at that. a good old better creating, showing the best productivity apps of 2023. This is the kind of tool that allows you to actually connect with the world. I mean, we got ChatGPT using add-ons and whatnot, but you telling me it could sound like me, you know, look up things better than ChatGPT. Why would you not try this out? And now this does have a Chrome extension, which is really cool. So say I was using my day-to-day app, Notion. If I double click on anything here, I'll have some different synonym options. And then if I click on this, I have the ability to utilize the customer personas and go through ZenoChat to adjust everything that's within here. I can change the sizing here and even change the model and do everything like I just did in the actual website itself, just in this cool sidebar that is a part of the Chrome extension. Whether you're trying to write a romantic letter to Gertrude or make an individual persona for yourself, this app's pretty cool. And once again, thank you so much for sponsoring this video. I do, self-thinking sponsors. I just say what I think about the tool. Once they end up upgrading this to have more things like the double click and just interacting by clicking on it, we're gonna go through different things like how I can drag and make adjustments here. It's insane the amount of things you can do with this tool between rewriting and expanding and fixing grammar. You're not gonna need Grammarly. You're not gonna need anything. You're just gonna need things like Text Cortex to upgrade your writing. And you're gonna need more tools like this one right here on how to improve your productivity even more.